Be patient and watch to the end.
Hi there, my name is Iheanacho. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the hazards of water heater and how you can prevent it. You see, water heater is essential for comfort in modern homes. But this same thing that brings comfort to us in our home can as well be turned into a dangerous hazard. Electrical fault like earth faults can turn water heaters into time bomb. How do I mean? Now, if you take a look at the clip playing beside, you will see that simulation, how current pass through the water heater into the water down to the end user. So what we are saying is that this can most times be fatal. How do we prevent it? We're talking about prevention, not reducing. We're talking about prevention. How do we prevent this? Now, I'll give you a few steps on how to prevent hazards posed by water heaters. You see, electrical faults like earth faults can be very dangerous. Now, let's see. See, the container that holds water in water heaters are metallic in nature. The elements that heat up the water also are metallic in nature. So, what does it mean? It means that if at any point in time this element becomes faulty, like the boiling ring you use, if at any point in time this element becomes faulty, it will definitely pass currents from those elements into the water. And what happens? It passes down to the end user. How do you prevent this? One way to prevent this is that employ the services of a good technician. So I'll give you these points. I'll give you 5 points. 1, you must ensure that the water heater is properly connected. You have to connect the live, the neutral and the earth. It must be properly connected. And in connecting this, you have to use the right size of cable. Why do I say right size of cable? You see, when current passes through electrical cables, if current is passing through an electrical cable, the cross-sectional area has to be big to accommodate that amount of current. Now, due to skin effect, current tends to flow close to the surface of the wire. And if you have a conductor that is whose cross-sectional area is large enough to accommodate this current, then the insulator will not heat up, and this in turn prevents these cables from sticking together, which can lead to earth faults. Now, the next step to avoid this is by having an effective earthing system. Now, effective earthing system in the house is very, very important, because in an event where the water heater is faulty and current from the live goes into the container, what happens? The earth grounds it automatically. It will reduce the risk of causing fatality to the end user. It reduces the risk drastically. Now, you have to have a good earthing system. So, from time to time, it is important you employ the services of a good electrical technician to check your earthing systems, and make sure that you adhere to IEC rules in your wiring. IEC is International Electrotechnical Commission. So make sure you adhere to their rules in your wiring. That will guarantee a lot of safety using water heater. You can look at the link below. Click on the link below to look at some of these rules. Another way you can prevent this is by using things like RCD, that is residual current devices, or using ELCBs, earth leakage circuit breakers, because In an event that you will not be able to be calling technicians to check whether your house has earth faults regularly, ESCBs can actually signal you when your house has earth faults. What happened? It will trip the circuits automatically. The third way of preventing this kind of hazard is when you have a distribution box that is properly organized and connected. Because if your distribution box has issues, you will likely have issues with your water heater. Because sometimes live wires can get loose, dangle out, and touch the distribution box. And what happens? It sends currents to the earth automatically. And when it sends current to the earth automatically, it goes into the water heater container. And now, since the earth that is supposed to prevent this has been compromised at that end, what happened? The current goes down to the end user. One thing I want to point out is your lighting conductor. You see, your lighting conductor should be separate from your earthing system. Some technicians make that mistake of joining, like even the pits where you dig your lighting conductor and that of your earthing system should be far apart. I know the earth is an equal potential surface, but what I'm saying in essence is that because you are using some chemical substance, or probably you are using things like electrolytes, salt and the rest of them, in order to do what? To reduce the resistivity between the earth and your earth rod. It means that this thing can sometimes drift into each other through some chemical reactions in the soil. So that's why I say they should be far apart. Now, your lighting conductor should be far from your earthing system, because when lightning strikes and they are connected together, if peradventure somebody is taking his bets at that point in time, the lightning can be discharged through water heater to the end user, which most times are fatal. So another thing I want to point out is that when you want to use a water heater, ensure that you turn on the switch. Don't just say, I've been using it this way before. Ensure you switch it off, because you wouldn't know when this particular water heater has developed faults. Switching it off will add another extra layer of safety. Use the right water heater switch. A water heater switch that will guarantee you complete isolation between the live, the neutral, and what? The outputs. Because you have to isolate the live and the neutral simultaneously. So use the right water heater switch. That will guarantee safety in using water heaters. Another thing I want to point out here is always check your water heaters, because things like rust, things like a faulty water heater sometimes can lead to water heater hazard. Because if you notice that water is dropping from your water heater, it's probably that the corrosion has eaten up the container inside and water is now dropping out. And this water can get in contact with the electrical parts inside it. And what happens? Electrocute the end user. So ensure that you run a regular check on this water heater. Okay, please subscribe to our YouTube channel